Well, Laurel, it's that time of year again.
Christmas.
No, it's not Christmas. It's
Christmas
not just because Halloween ends, that doesn't mean it's Christmas. There's
on
Thanksgiving in between,
November 1st.
and I'm
Christmas
tired.
starts.
I'm tired of at being a true-blooded American and people forgetting about Thanksgiving. Quite
No, I forget
frankly,
about it. I forget about it.
nah. So here's what's
I
going
I
on,
only don't
everybody.
forget about it because I get days off from school.
Here's what's going on, everybody. This is the Melodies and Masterpieces Thanksgiving special. That's right. We made it all the way to Thanksgiving.
Gobble
Um,
gobble.
Gobble gobble. Get ready to gobble up and gobble down on not only your turkey, but also this mindful, enlightening podcast that you can listen to Thanksgiving morning with your whole family around the table. Pull up the old boom box, slap the tape in,
Boombox.
and get
Tape.
get get down to this sick beat. So, Laurel, what's your favorite part of the Thanksgiving holiday?
Okay. Mine is not really traditional. So, on Thanksgiving, my family has a very, let's say, alternative meal to like the stereotypical Thanksgiving meal. And then after we eat dinner, we build Legos.
You build with Legos?
We build Legos. We buy the really nice Lego sets, and then we sit at the table and we all build the really nice sets, and then they go on our Lego shelf.
That's nice. My family, we eat dinner around like lunchtime, just because like the best part about Thanksgiving is having leftovers for the rest of the day. So we have the more traditional, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, that whole thing. I love it because I like wearing sweaters and I like eating food. So that's like the ultimate combination of the world's two best inventions. Another great thing is we're both off of school again. I feel like every time we come on this show, we have to talk about how we're overrun with school or how we're not on school. But now is one of the times we're not on school. Um, Today's a Wednesday, and we're off from today until Sunday, so that's pretty
Yeah.
tight. I'm hoping, and I didn't tell Laurel this till right in this moment. I'm hoping to make an episode each day of this break, at least one,
Whoa,
so we could stay ahead of the game for the next couple weeks.
that's a
Just
lot.
keep up with it. I also have some guests I'm planning to bring on. I brought one that I was supposed to bring on the show last week, but things between him and I didn't really line up. So we're working on it. Um, and yeah, things are going to be pretty groovy in this break. I personally have a lot of studying to get done because right now is in like crunch time for the rest of the semester. And as a voice major, my juries or whatever you call them at your school, like your final assessment, is coming up, and I have like 4 songs I need to memorize. And what's messed up about it is I have to learn 4 pieces, classical, of course, or musical theater. I have 5. I have 4 classical and 1 musical theater. Two of the 5 are in English, and then one's in French, one's in German, one's in Italian. The Italian I have down because it's like such a classic. The French I'm like is like second place. The classical English is third place, and then the German is fourth place because the German one I'm gonna be honest, I haven't listened to it as much as I should have. But that's okay. I got 4 whole days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got 4 whole days to get as much work done as possible. What are you going to do with this time off?
I'm gonna work because my job put me on. Thumbs up. I don't have to work on Thanksgiving, which is nice. But I do work Black Friday and I do work the Saturday after, and I'm probably working the Sunday too. Other than like having to go to work, I do have a lab report to start. My final lab for one of my classes is in the works right now. I have to do some, you know, testing and studies, and I'm gonna have to find pool of participants. I'm going straight to the music school, and I will be harassing every single one of you music students to be in my experiment.
A lot of them are, I mean, like, we're all freaks, so I'm sure they'll be happy to do it.
Oh, you guys will love it. It's about a car crash.
Yeah, they'll be all over that, trust
Car
me.
crash.
So today, I've been on a big anime binge, and there's a big reason for that, and I think you know why.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, I thought you were gonna announce it. We went to Anime NYC.
Yeah, we went to Anime NYC 2023 in NYC. I tried to do a rhyme, but I just said it twice. Um,
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
we cosplayed as Knuckles and Rouge from Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm a big Sonic head. I just hit the
It
mic by
was your
accident.
first time cosplaying.
It was my first time cosplaying. I'm a big Sonic head. I got Laurel in on it. Um, and people were digging it. We were walking around every
It's kind of
time,
scary.
every like 10 feet. People were asking to take our picture and pose with us and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. It was a cool
It, it
time.
was it was crazy because like I said, this is Omar's first time like ever cosplaying. This is not my first experience. I've been cosplaying since I want to say I was like 12. I started cosplaying in like 7th grade. But when I went to conventions in the past, I didn't get many people asking for pictures with me or pictures of me. Granted, every single time I had gone to a con before this, I dressed as a male character. So maybe it was just because I was a girl.
We uh we did pretty well with the cosplays. I think we were pretty true to the character. I mean, they're not humans, so we did pretty good making like human bound versions of them. I think.
I mean, I
Um,
literally had bat wings and
yeah,
ears.
we
I
we
still
also got
had some of
some
the animalistic things as part of my character.
we also got some pretty cool stuff from there. I got a hat. It's like a flat brim that has a Velcro patch that you can like remove and put different patches on, either from the company or if you have your own. I got a Kirby beanie. I got this like leather bound journal notebook because I love journaling and I like it had like a cool like imprinted picture of a phoenix on it. It was pretty dope. And I think that was all. I also got a lanyard from the Marines because for some reason they were at the convention and they had this
And they keep
contest.
calling me.
They had this. Yeah, I put Laurel's phone number on the form that they asked me to fill out because I didn't want them calling me. So Laurel will soon be enlisting for the Marine Corps. So we won't hear from her for a while. But
That's why there's guests coming.
yeah, that's why there's guests coming on. So Laurel can go do her basic training in I don't know where do the Marines train? Texas? I
I
don't know.
don't know.
Paris Island. That's where it is. Paris Island.
I'll find out when I go
Uh,
join the Marines.
That's right. That's right. You'll come back as a 5-star general. We'll actually interview. We'll put Joe Biden on the podcast, and then we'll get taken off the air. So, the Marines had this thing where there's just a pull up bar, and I was like, okay, I'm a male, and this is a physical challenge. That means I have to do it. So I go up there, and they say if you do 5 pull ups, you get a lanyard. If you do 10, you get a water bottle. And then if you do 20, you get a T-shirt. I was like, okay, I could at least get the water bottle. So they go up to me and they say, um, so you got to do a clean pull-up, chin above the bar, full lockout on the way down. I was like, all right, that's fair. I do it, and mind you, I woke up super early that morning, sat on a train all day, wasn't expecting this. I was like, okay, let's go, let's shoot for 10. I did 9, and I just couldn't get the last one above the bar. I was like, oh, man, well, at least I got the lanyard so I could carry my pass around. And then I'm walking around the convention. We make a second lap around. I see these other guys going, and they're doing like these crazy leg swings to get their chin above the bar. And they're like, oh, dude, I just did 33 pull ups. I'm like, no, you didn't. You cheater. I don't know why they didn't call him out on it. I mean, I know why. They're trying to enlist as many people as possible. So they're like, oh, good job. Call this number so like we can hang out in the Marine Corps together. It's pretty depressing how they think they can trick people like that. But anyway,
The army was there too.
the army was there, but they didn't really have any fun activities to do, so
They
nobody
took
was.
pictures of me.
Yeah, they took a picture, but
They
like they
took
didn't
a few
really.
pictures of me. They're like pose, and I was like, okay. They're like, give us another one, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they didn't have any fun activities to do, so my attention was not held very long. They had this cool arcade machine I went on, where it's like a racing game, but it's like you're on a little scooter. That one was fun. That was a cool one. What else was there? You got a
I
lot of
liked all the
stuff.
artists.
Yeah,
I didn't get
you
that much
got
stuff.
you got a ton of stuff. Every time, like we could not leave the artist alley because Laurel wanted to look at every single person's
I'm sorry.
art.
I love the artist alley.
The artist alley is cool. I mean, I I like it, but I don't know. I would. I mean, I bought some of the artists' things from other conventions. I just usually look for like clothes. I'm not a big like pin stickers type of guy.
I am.
Yeah, I know you are. You got like a bunch of pins. You got a bunch of stickers. You got a
I didn't get
charm.
any stickers. I didn't get any stickers because you said your mom could make them.
Well, we can't let the other artists hear that we have a cricket machine at home, but uh, you got some pins. You got like a keychain. You got a little stuffed animal, a plushie of a
I
banana
did.
crocodile from those people.
That's from Sorbet Jungle. It's a little
Sorbet Jungle.
croconana. Sorbet Jungle. Little
Yeah, they
plug.
were they were pretty cool. But it was a good time. What was a little bit like upsetting was we found out a lot of people from our school ended up going, but they went the next day of the convention. We went on Saturday. They went on the Sunday. So
Yeah.
it was still
And
pretty cool though.
I found out that the convention center they only used half of the convention center.
I mean, yeah, the building looked huge from the outside, and it was
Well,
weird
I
because
mean
like
next Anime NYC they get the whole convention center.
the next one I might be going to. I don't know about you.
I if you're going, I'll go too.
It's in August, so the weather should be a bit better. It was really like windy and cold out
I
this
am
time
planning to
around.
go to more conventions though. Like in 2024, I want to try and get to Castle Point.
So today I was watching a lot of Demon Slayer because on Netflix the what is it, the blacksmith or the swordsmith arc came out. Really good stuff. Um, I give it like a 9 out of 10. I always liked Demon Slayer from when I first watched it. I also finished. Okay, so Baki is kind of weird with how it's set out. It's kind of like JoJo's, where it's not exactly seasons, but it's like different series. So there's like Baki, and then there's the second season, which is like this tournament, and then there's the third season, which is like a different tournament, and then there's just the show called Baki on Netflix, and then there's the show Baki Hanma. Oh, I just hit the mic again. Hit Baki Hanma on Netflix. It's a little confusing, but I'm on Baki Hanma right now. I just finished the Netflix Baki one. So here's my thing with Baki. You haven't watched it. I recommend you do though, because the art style in it is pretty interesting, and they do a lot of. So I'm a big martial arts person. Um, I love doing them recreationally. I study Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu as for myself, and I love watching shows about it. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z and all that. And Baki's interesting because they like have a bunch of different representatives of different arts around the world, and like they do real research into it. Um, and a bunch of my friends are like, "Oh, the training that you see in the show, you can actually do to get better." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And the art style goes from like interesting to like flat out disgusting. And I know the artist did that on purpose. He's one of those artists that makes the muscles like super defined and like ridiculous, and people have traps up to their ears,
Kind of
and like
grotesque, not gonna lie.
yeah, it's a little gross. People's like the calves are just way too big, and like their chest could be a whole other human being.
Baki's like it's a whole different thing. I've seen so many memes about it.
Yeah, it's a little it's a
Just like
little
out of
weird.
context memes about it. It's like so weird. Well, I've been watching my favorite thing, really obscure animes.
That is your thing.
Technically, it's either that they're really obscure or the fandom has died so many years ago that like I'm one of the few surviving members.
I want to get back into Jujutsu Kaisen because um,
It's
I don't know.
really good.
I started watching it back when it first came out.
It's really good.
I watched like seasons 1 through 3, whatever was out at that point.
Jujutsu Kaisen had one
Excuse me.
season. We're on season 2 right now. Get it right.
What? But when I watched it on
You
I don't know,
watched
whatever
season
website.
1, and then there's Jujutsu Kaisen 0,
No, I
which is
didn't
the
watch
movie.
Zero.
Oh.
I don't know. The website
Well,
I was
we're only
watching
on
it
the.
on had the episodes broken up into 3 chapters for some reason.
Well, you're weird.
Well, I'm gonna rewatch season 1 and then watch season 2 because I don't really remember a lot. Um, I just remember that Gojo is OP and the main character eats fingers or something. So I'm gonna rewatched the first season, get into the second season, and all that.
You're not ready for
But
Choso. You're not ready for
y-
him.
with enough of anime talk, because I know my dad's listening, and he's like, "Why do they keep talking about this?" So shout out to my dad, by the way. I know our shout out doesn't really mean anything, but he has a podcast as well called Jersey Smarties, and it's pretty good. It makes me chuckle warmly. So I wanted to talk about something. Laurel,
Why?
TikTok. You've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Uh huh.
We indulge every now and then.
I
And
indulge too often.
there's a trend of cringe in the music community that never seems to leave. And you probably have seen similar things in the art community that I just want to talk about, like stupid internet trends that I personally don't like because I don't know. It just makes me cringe. It makes me wrap up in a tinfoil ball and throw myself in the garbage because of how repulsed I am by it. Um, so one thing that always gets me is like, how do I describe it? People who are not like they humble brag. Like they're not actually humble. Like they're showing off as much as possible for a reaction on like Omegle or something. Rest
Yeah.
in peace,
Well,
Omegle.
Omego's
But
dead. Rest in peace.
rest in peace. But people will be like, "Hey, can I play a song for you?" And it'll be like some basic person will be like, "Sure," and they'll do the most like doing way too much guitar solo or way too much riffing on a song. The person will just have like jaw to the floor, like, "Oh my gosh, you're so good," and they're like, it's nothing. It's just what I do." Like that just makes me barf. I don't know about you, but ugh, it makes me sick
I
to my
think it's
stomach.
funny. It doesn't make me sick to my stomach. I just think it's like funny that this person is craving that much attention.
I mean, that's what makes me sick. Like, I can laugh at it, but at the end of the day, it's like this person woke up in the morning, is like, I'm going to get a stranger to fall in love with me over Omegle because I'm going to sing a song.
Well, I think that's like, haha, that's pathetic.
Kind of. I mean, I feel like in my head,
Maybe I'm just a lot more like mean because I'm just like, straight up pathetic.
I don't
LOL.
think I don't think it's mean. I think it's a reasonable because every single person, I don't even have to say like a special requirement. Every person I've talked to who values their creative outlet, they're like, wow, okay, they just did this for attention and for likes. Like that's kind of shallow. And I get it. Like get your name out there if you're trying to make a living off of it, but I feel like it just breeds this personality to fit the media rather than making a media fit you. I don't even know if what
Yeah.
I said makes sense. Basically, you're
No,
you're trying to fit a
I get it.
you're trying to fit a preset mold instead of trying to break the mold. Um, I don't know. Is there anything like that in the visual art community where like people are just doing something for attention or for a trend's sake?
I mean, there's the whole like, you know, artist version of like I'm 14 and this is deep.
I love that subreddit.
No, it's hilarious, but there's like an entire art community. Like there's artists that just like do things that are like, you know, I'm really sad and I'm going to make it everyone else's problem. My mom took away my drawing tablet. This is my Venmo. Please Venmo me for a new drawing tablet. And there's like artist drama that starts and oh my gosh, art drama is insane because you find out someone traced something or you find out that 12 years ago on Twitter someone said a slur and now it's time to cancel them even though they were 12.
I mean, the slur cancel culture never gets old, no matter what thing you're a part of.
Never gets old.
No matter what like you do, whether you make videos, you're an artist, you're a singer, if you said something that like in 5 years from now becomes a bad no word, like you're done. There's no more fun for you. You're done. And I know people who like they live by that, and it's so sad to see. They're like, yeah, they shouldn't have said it back then. They should like atone for their sins now. I was like, you were also saying stuff like that. Like I know you were saying stuff like that back
And then
then.
there's the random people that get passes for it.
Well,
They get nitpicked and like, oh, that person said it, but that's okay. We reclaim, we accept.
Usually, it's if that person's like attractive or something.
I'm talking about one specific incident.
Who are you talking about? Is it somebody
We're
famous?
talking about Dream and Gumball.
Oh yeah, Dream and Gumball. You told me about this the other day. That Gumball. No, Dream called. Wait, who called who? A slur?
Okay, wait. Let me explain a little bit for the people that don't know Dream and Gumball's drama. So, Dream is a Minecraft YouTuber, kind of notorious for, being dumb.
He's also
He
a brilliant musician.
brilliant musician, went on tour. It's what the
Absolutely
mask
gorgeous.
is. So anyways, Dream and the voice actor for Gumball from Amazing World of Gumball, they ended up going to I think a party or a bar or something. And at the time of the fight that went on, Dream is a, full blown adult and the voice actor was 19 and they were both drunk, which is already whoa, why is a 19-year-old drunk? Um and they were on
California,
an
baby.
we're not going to talk about that. I'm taking it from a legal standpoint. That's not right. Um and they were taking an Uber either back to a hotel or something. I don't know the logistics of it exactly, but they started getting into an argument, and the voice actor for Gumball is known to have BPD, has ADHD, and he was having a manic episode. And earlier in the recording, you can tell he's having a manic episode. He's saying that he's the Leonardo of his time, he's Michelangelo of his time. He's the best you'll ever get. He's going insane. Um, and Dream is recording him trying to turn this into blackmail, and Dream's like, well, I have ADHD as well. And the kid and Gumball's like, well, I have ADHD and I'm neurodivergent. Something, something, something. He quotes his song, that's what the mask is, and calls him the big F slur.
Wow. Crazy.
But everyone's fine with it because the voice actor is, you know, queer himself.
Yeah, I mean, that's a debate we're not going to get into
But
because, like,
granted, Dream is not a good person. I do not support him.
yeah, he cheated in Minecraft.
He cheated in Minecraft and he talks to minors.
Yeah, but he cheated in Minecraft. No, the other one's worse.
Have you
Um,
seen the evidence about the
yes,
minor thing on
yes, we've
Twitter?
all seen
The
the
Snapchat
evidence.
the
We've
Snapchat
all
audios?
we've all seen the evidence.
Have you?
Yes, of course I've seen it. It was
Have you listened
everywhere.
to it? Have you listened
I
to it?
I really don't want my name on this subject anymore.
All right. I just like to deep dive into drama.
We'll deep dive.
We should
We'll,
we
we'll,
should become a drama channel.
I really would hate if we did that.
So let's spill the tea on Dream and Gumball, and then supposedly the voice actor punched Dream in the face,
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Getting beat up by Gumball Watterson.
and then Dream was like, "I was assaulted," and then everyone's like, "L,
Two
sucks to be
peanuts were
you."
walking through a park. One was assaulted. Um, another cringe talk thing is public playing. So I'm gonna throw a name out that I saw on YouTube that I did not like very well. His that sentence didn't make any sense. Basically, if you're a pianist or a musician on YouTube, you've definitely seen this guy's ads. His name is Stephen Ridley. You've probably even seen his ads too if you've watched a couple music-based YouTube videos.
I have
He
indeed.
he's a pianist, um, and he has this method of playing. He calls it the Ridley method. Yeah, he named a method after himself, and his whole thing is you can learn how to play piano in just like 2 months or something, and you can learn to play like this. And he does what I call overplaying, like I said before, where he takes four chords, like 1 6 5 4, which if you know theory, you know those are like the basic pop chords. Anybody could play them, and he does the whole marketing routine of like, you just need to learn these four chords, and you can play any song in the world, which is not true. All right, and that's not a matter of his genius. That's a matter of pop music following very similar formulas. That's like me saying to an artist, if you can draw a perfect circle, you could draw anything. Like it's not true. Sure, like circles, like I know this because I took visual arts one in high school. I know I'm a jack of all trades, but like being able to have a good understanding of how to draw a circle is like the beginning of making a figure, if I'm correct.
I mean, like a circle is just like a starter. To make a
Right,
figure,
like it
it's
gets
all different shapes. You can't just use a
it,
circle.
but it gets you started. Is my point.
Yeah,
Okay, probably wrong. I'm not good
I'm
with
just being
analogies.
picky with my art stuff.
Well, anyway, he makes a claim like that, and then I've watched his other videos, and I have a hunch. I have a hunch that he's a rich guy, born into probably a wealthy family. He was able to get piano lessons very young, and now he can just do whatever he wants with his music career. But you know what? Good for him. I'm grateful that people are able to explore music in their own way. My problem with him is he literally believes he's like the second coming of Christ with how he markets himself. He made this video about like make money doing what you love, and it's like this speech about how like I hated being a kid because people used to tell me no, I can't have what I want. But now with the gift of music that I give people, I can see them throwing away their problems, and I can see them listening to what I have to give, and it being the solution to all of the issues they've had in their life. I'm like, dude, get over yourself. Like I've listened to some great musicians, but they didn't help me like cure my depression or make me lose my common cold that I might have had. Like what you did, you made people smile with nice noises that you made. That's a musician's job. Great, but you're not like Superman for doing it. You can't just make a flower grow by playing the piano. It's I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way. And he does all these videos, and the way he plays the piano, like if you have any care for musical instruments, you would see the way he plays the piano is just so absurd. He literally will like slap it. He'll like the cover for the keys, he'll slam it against the back of the piano for like a percussive sound. He'll stomp on the keys. He'll sometimes stand on the keys, like physically get up and stand on the piano keys. It's really weird. There's a video of him. He's at this obviously like really rich party, probably a party he threw to have people watch him. But he gets up on the piano stool, stands on the keys, and just stands there. And people are screaming, cheering for him. I'm like, this guy, he didn't do anything. And apparently, his chorus. First of all, it's like all pre-recorded lessons. You don't actually get any one-on-one time with him. But if you take his course, supposedly it's like thousands of dollars. It's something wild like that. You might as well just get a piano coach who you can meet in person. You'll learn way more from that than you will from an online thing. And I just hate these scams. And you may have seen them for art, but just these things that are like you can learn how to sing in 30 days, something like that.
I mean, I've seen it. I mean, like YouTube is littered with, drawing tutorials, and I used to be one of those kids that like followed it intently. There was this one YouTuber. She used to draw all this like chibi, cute, kawaii stuff. That was like her whole brand, and I was like, I would worship this woman. I was like, she is the end all with art. And then I realized, no, that's just giant eyes and a giant head and a tiny body.
Was was she the same? Like she's been on YouTube for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she the same one that would like make chibi like burgers and food and stuff?
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about because I used to draw. I used to follow her drawing tutorials.
I think every kid goes through a phase where they're like, or what was his name? Draw with Java or something like that. That Australian.
I don't know who that is.
There was this one guy who his entire life was basically like drawing and making drawing videos and drawing tutorials. And I also worshiped that guy. I was like, every time he uploaded a video, I was like, I have to watch it. I would wake up in the morning and watch his videos.
One of the funniest drawing tutorial people I used to watch as a kid. I don't remember the name, but the whole gimmick was the dad was like an artist. and then his son would sit next to him, and they would draw the picture together. And it was pretty heartwarming because it's like a father and son spending time together. But it's also like, hey, kids, you can also learn to draw too. It doesn't have to be like super perfect. What would make me laugh even as a kid is like looking at the thumbnail. On the left side would be the dad's drawing, and on the right side is the kid's drawing. And the kid's drawing just looks so like it just looks so smushed and disproportionate next to the dad's. It makes me laugh. I know I shouldn't be laughing. It's a kid. I mean, he's a man now. He could take it. But, like, shouldn't be laughing at a kid's drawing. But it's just so silly looking next to the dad's, like, near perfect drawing. And then looking at his. It makes me laugh.
Sorry, I'm researching the Ridley method right now and how much it costs.
Tell me how much it costs. What are you reading right now?
I'm reading Reddit, which is the most trustable source for people's real opinions.
Even though that sounded like an ironic response, it's kind of true.
It's kind of true. This
Sarcastic,
course will
not
cost you
ironic.
about $1,500 for a load of utter nonsense short videos.
Correct. It's just like that. Those other masterclass videos you find. I don't know if you saw the other one, but it was like. Did you ever see the
Wait,
Charlie?
there's another one.
Did you ever see the Charlie Puth masterclass ad?
No, but I'm reading another one. It says, how much does the Ridley Academy cost? The most popular choice is the one-time payment option priced at $2,997.
209. Wait, what was it?
$2,997.
$2,000, almost $3,000. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty insane.
That's criminal. And again, like this is basic music theory he'll be teaching you. You're not going to be learning anything super revolutionary.
Well, as that, Redditor said, it's a load of utter nonsense in short videos.
Of course, it's a load of utter nonsense. I mean, it's pre-recorded lessons.
Oh, there's more drama. Mr. Ridley is a very average piano player with awful technique.
Okay, I can't comment on his technique because I haven't done a deep dive into his.
He would greatly benefit from weekly lessons from a professional.
I could agree with that because how he plays, again, it's very slammy. It's very it's very layman's spectacle, if I will. Like anybody who's never like touched a piano, if they watch him play, they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, he's the Mozart of our generation. He's the Beethoven of our generation." He just plays very loud and fast, which I mean, like most 8th grade piano players can do that. I just don't like. I don't like him because of his attitude. I don't like his music. I really tried listening to his music, but again, it's just so predictable.
Here's someone trying to like make it seem okay. 1,500 might seem expensive, but comparing it to the fee and the cost of a traditional weekly lesson, it's actually very cheap. The course starts with a number of motivational videos.
Yeah, I don't need motivation. I need lessons. That's.
I'm gonna read more of these responses.
Did you ever see the Charlie Puth masterclass video?
I heard of it.
It's basically the same type of deal. Although I actually really like Charlie Puth because he puts like, he's taken serious musical training and he puts his real musical training into pop music writing, which is pretty. It's like you can hear it. It's pretty cool. But that whole thing was you pay like $2,000 for a ton of pre-recorded videos of Charlie Puth just messing around in Ableton. And like there's tons of different master classes you could buy. Like there's one of Gordon Ramsay. There's one of Ninja for Fortnite playing, if you can believe it.
I love reading these like these crazy reviews about everyone loving the Ridley Academy.
Well, those people are probably, those people are probably rich and have nothing better to do with their time.
I started the Ridley Academy on November 5th, 2023, and followed Maestro Ridley's advice.
Good Lord, Maestro Ridley.
It ends with, "Thank you so much, Sir Ridley."
Sir Ridley, that person is delusional. It's just
Best online piano learning program.
How about find a real person? Like, come on, man. Like, would you rather learn from pre-recorded videos, or would you rather learn from somebody right next to you, being able to like help you and correct you on the spot?
Oh, we got a real one.
What
Waste of time.
There you go. It's a waste of time.
They say, it turned out to be a 90-minute session of showing off how well Stephen Ridley plays and hitting at how you can build up to a high level of competence. At no point did he teach you how to play anything. It was all building up to a sales pitch for a $1,500 course. He derided the lessons on YouTube, but at least you get what they say you get for those videos. Based on this experience, I would not recommend his free lessons or the $1,500 course.
Well, I'm getting a little queasy talking about Stevie Ridley. So let's close out this episode.
Sorry,
With
I love reading reviews. Worth every penny. I have ADHD and autism.
okay,
This is
all
great
right.
for me.
Okay, let's close out this review with some plans for this week again. So I'm trying to get back into reading, as I said in the previous podcast. Right now, I'm reading The Catcher in the Rye, which, like, Omar, we all read Catcher in the Rye in, like, sophomore year of high school. What are you doing? Well, let's just say I didn't really read the book in high school, and I used Cliff Notes and, got a C+ average through that class. So I'm actually reading the book now. I'm on, like, chapter 3 or something. It's pretty good. I was reading it on the train ride to Anime NYC. Pretty good. It's pretty good. After that, I want to read The Kite Runner. So those are my like little tasks for the break. What about you? You got any little things you want to conquer?
I'm trying to motivate myself to get back into drawing. Ever since high school, I've been kind of in a drought because of how much high school punched me in the gut in my creativity. So I'm trying to get back into drawing more often.
Well, you could
Beyond
draw.
just like what could I draw? Stuff for
You,
melody, music, whatever this podcast is. I'm going
melodies and
through it.
masterpieces. You could draw a Thanksgiving special thumbnail. Maybe it's us like eating a turkey or something.
I already did a new cover.
I know, but like, come on, this is little like this is kid stuff compared to what you're capable of doing. You're able to make like super detailed like anime style drawings and then like crazy realism stuff that's like gross and interesting. Making a little stick figure drawing of hit the mic again. Making a little stick figure drawing of the two of us eating a turkey is like kids play for you.
I mean, I guess, but like, it's been so hard to get back into drawing ever since high school. It sucks when you, no, to all those people who are in high school, listening, all those high schoolers, don't do AP art unless you're really, really, really going into art. Don't do it, because as someone who did it for fun, because I was just loving art, it ruins your creativity and it rips your heart out. So don't do it if you like art for fun.
Yeah, I took visual arts 1 and it made me not like drawing for a bit just because oh my gosh, we did still lifes for so long. So long. Like it was
I mean,
just
still lives are fun. For me, still lives are fun. I was told straight to my face that digital art isn't real art, so that kind of wrecked me. So I haven't been able to recover for 3 years now.
that's a little. I mean, I drew an anime character, and that set my art teacher off the rails. She got so upset with me.
I made digital collages, and it still wasn't good enough. They're like, that's not real art. And I'm like, girl, I've spent weeks on this one thing. Tell me that's not real art.
Well, looks like we got our work cut out for us this break. Cue the outro music here, Laurel. I'd like to say I'm thankful for Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for the turkey that I put in the fridge an hour ago that I'm going to take out in the morning and absolutely rip into tomorrow. And yeah, I'm thankful for the new thumbnail you drew. Well, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the filet mignon that I'm eating tomorrow. I'm thankful for my family and the Legos I'm building. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. And I'm thankful for my co-host.
Gross. You got a new cat, right?
I I thought we were closing. Yeah, I got a new cat. His name is Moose, and he's an Oriental short hair.
Yeah, I'm thankful for Moose. He's a cool guy.
I'm thankful for my cat, Golden, and Moose.
I'm thankful for my dogs, Sully, Coco, and Louie. All right, well, that's all we got for the Melodies and Masterpieces Thanksgiving special. I hope you guys all enjoyed your turkey. Gobble, gobble. We'll see you at the holiday special and the New Year special. And then I was going to say Kwanzaa special. It made me think of this bit from Arthur. This is a quick tangent. There's a bit from Arthur on the Christmas episode where the brain, he runs the ice cream shop called the Sugar Bowl. And he has an ice cream called the Kwanzaa Cream Special. That name just makes me laugh. He's like, here, the Kwanzaa Cream Special. It's great.
That's something. Kwanzaa Cream Special.
All right, everybody, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your food. Enjoy your water or Chardonnay, whatever you drink. We'll see you next time on the Melodies and Masterpieces podcast, the only podcast by creatives for creatives. Thank you and good night.
Good night.